welcome to the Remotely Review. I'm your host, Remotely. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to start out by talking about Bill Cosby. Yep, Bill Cosby has just been granted a review on his appeal. Yep, the Supreme Court has actually agreed to review Bill Cosby's appeal. You guys know that back in 2018, Bill Cosby was charged and convicted with some sort of sexual assault charges or some sort of rape or drugging or something like that, and he is now serving his time out in Pennsylvania. He's serving a 3 to 10 year sentence. Some say he's guilty, some say he's not. Listen, according to the Supreme Court, they're questioning that guilty verdict. Yep, they are indeed questioning that guilty verdict. They're saying that there are at least 2 areas in that conviction that concern them. And it's possible that Bill Cosby is not guilty of what he was accused of. Now, you guys know that there were tons of women who had come out against Bill Cosby. And it seemed a little unbelievable. It seemed a little unreal. I mean, what, 20-something, 30-something women coming out and saying that this man had done the same thing to them. And I mean, these are beautiful women. You had Janice Dickinson in there, and I'm going to tell you guys something about Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson is bad shit crazy. Oh! She's crazy, y'all. Like, she's just crazy, okay? Take it from someone. I actually had the opportunity to meet Janice Dickinson on 2 separate occasions. And on both occasions, she was crazy, okay? I met this lady out at the Marc Jacobs store. Okay, shout out to Marc Jacobs, by the way. You guys know Marc Jacobs. He's held Lil' Kim down for years, like for decades. And so, and his husband is still friends with Lil' Kim, okay? And so shout out to Marc Jacobs for holding it down for the community, okay? But Janice Dickinson, I saw her at the Marc Jacobs store at that time. She seemed to be completely out of it, maybe like lowered, or like her mood was stabilized on a Xanax or maybe some sort of benzo, like something had this lady very tranquil, okay? But she was out still functioning and stuff like that, and so we had a good old out. You know, we shot the breeze, did some small talk, what have you, okay? Second time around, I'm on set of 90210 out there at Manhattan Studios. It's out there at Manhattan Beach. You guys know where that is. And, you know, I was on a golf cart being driven to my location, and they needed to pick up another guest, somebody who was making a guest appearance. They didn't tell me who it was. Well, lo and behold, we pull up to, I think it was studio, like maybe the 2nd stage or the 3rd stage or whatever. And it's Janice Dickinson standing there in a green gown. Now, she's beautiful. I can't take that from her. She's a beautiful lady, okay? In a green gown, and she's tall, she's lean. What you see on TV is what you get in person, okay? She gets in the car. First thing she asks me for is a cigarette, and I'm like, no, I don't smoke, okay? Like, I don't smoke. Luckily for her, the driver of the golf cart, or the whatever kind of car you call it, he had a cigarette. All right, and he gave Janice a cigarette, and she smoked it, and she talked about all of this crazy stuff. To be honest with you, I can't remember, but the one thing that I do recall is that she was not having a good time on set. She just was not okay with the production. Like, I don't know what they were doing to her. I don't know what was happening behind the scenes. Like, maybe they didn't have her dressing room ready or something like that. Like, I don't know, but like, she was really trashing the production of 90210. Now, this is the same 90210 production that had your people like Mac Wiles. What was that other blonde girl's name? There's a blonde girl on there, very pretty blonde girl. I forgot her name. Anyway, like, they were all nice people. They were all nice to me during my time there, okay? This was actually, I think it was the episode where Benny Boom was directing. Benny Boom directed an episode of 90210. And Benny Boom actually, you know, he and I had a conversation because I was supposed to be holding a guitar. Like, I was supposed to be holding a guitar and like playing the guitar in a band. Okay, I was one of Mac Wild's band members, and something went wrong with Janice Dickinson backstage though, and so she was crying about it. She was hysterical. She was just all out of control with it. And so this is the Janice Dickinson that I got, a Janice Dickinson that was just so out of control, just so, like, she complained about everything, somebody who just was not okay with anything, okay? And so when you bring somebody like that against a Bill Cosby, what was that lady's name? That black lady, Beverly Johnson. Okay, Beverly Johnson, the one black lady amongst all of those white women who had accused Bill Cosby of that stuff, okay? They threw her in there and, you know, just to make it seem believable, just to make it seem real to you guys, okay? And they convicted this man on some charges that the Supreme Court is actually now reviewing. So you guys know that if the Supreme Court is willing to look at it, then something must not have been right. I'm just saying, like... I'm just saying, something must not have been right. Somebody got this man on something that they may not should have gotten him on. I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying either or. I'm just saying that if the Supreme Court is willing to look at it, then something must be unjust. Okay? And you guys know that Bill Cosby comes from a lot of money. Okay? He comes from a lot of success in his career. The industry went so far as to strip this man of all of his accolades. Like, I mean, everything Bill Cosby has been destroyed. Now, keep in mind that Bill Cosby is one of our black leaders. He's one of our black idols. He's somebody who we've looked up to for a long time. He's a household name. When you guys watched The Cosby Show, all you thought about was, I want to live like the Huxtables. Am I right or am I right? This is the Bill Cosby that I know. This is the Bill Cosby that I remember. Okay? And so people want to talk about the Aunt Jemima stuff and the Uncle Ben Bryce and stuff like that. Look, you guys better wake up. They are trying to destroy and take away your black idols, your black leaders. That's what they're doing. You know what I mean? Rudy Giuliani said that Black Lives Matter is it's a communist movement and they want to take away your money and your property and stuff like that. I don't know what that's about. Like, I don't know what that means, but I do know that he has made a statement that has made people kind of raise their eyebrows and say, well, I don't know what to believe. You know what I mean? Like, people don't know what to believe these days because everything is so convoluted, everything is so corrupted, everything is just so mixed up and all over the place. You don't know what to believe or what you think. And I think that's one of the primary goals. I think these people want to confuse you, but you have to have your, what they say, a third eye, that third eye, and be able to think for yourself. Think for yourself. Now for me, listen, when it comes to a Bill Cosby in that situation, I don't know what took place because I was not there. And that's what a lot of you guys need to start understanding. Stop trying to crucify and convict somebody in the court of public opinion just because you have an opinion. No, like, you were not there. You were not there. You were not there, so you don't know what happened. You know, like, somebody is saying somebody did something. Have you ever been lied on? Huh? Have you ever been lied on? They're lying on people left from right, okay? Now, I'm not here to say who's innocent or who's guilty, but I'm just saying I've been lied on before. And I know how they lied on me. I have been lied on tremendously. They lied. I know what that feels like. And so I'll be damned if I sit here and let somebody lie on somebody else without speaking up on it. Now, Bill Cosby's wife, Camille, she's given a statement. She's speaking out about it. You know, Camille doesn't come out and say much. Even during the trial, I think she was only there for like one of the court dates. Like, she doesn't say much, okay? And I can understand why, you know. But Camille has come out, she's made a statement, and she's excited about the fact that the Supreme Court has actually agreed to hear Bill Cosby's appeal. Okay, and to be short and quite frank, Camille says that that whole Me Too movement and stuff like that, like, she says it's a witch hunt. She says that it's like a disgrace. Camille Cosby says that you guys need to remember that white women have been accusing black men of raping them for an entire history of our existence. Okay, like, this is what's been happening. All right, you guys can recall that story in Rosewood. You guys have seen the movie Rosewood with Ving Rhames and Lisa Neal and people like that. Or Fannie Taylor, who was cheating on her husband with some man, lied and told the public that she had been raped and beat up by a black man. Yeah. She lied. She lied. She lied because she didn't want anybody to know that she was cheating on her husband with some white man. And she put it on a black man. So this is what's been going on, and you guys know that situation that took place in Rosewood, like a lot of people died, and I think some of the white people in the community, like they knew what was taking place, they knew what was happening, they knew that Fannie Taylor was, they knew she was lying, they knew she was lying, but at that time they couldn't say anything, and I think we're living in times like that as well, where like, well, you know these people killed Ahmaud. You know that these police officers put their knees on George Floyd's neck and caused this man to suffocate. I don't care what kind of drugs he was on. I don't care what that man was doing. The type of stress that you put on him after all of that is what caused his death. I don't care what that autopsy showed. I don't care about none of that. What you did is what caused that man's death. And so this is what Camille Cosby is telling you guys. She's telling you guys that, like, stop trying to crucify her husband, because history shows that black men have been accused by these people for like decades and centuries. When will y'all ever wake up? You know, I haven't heard not one black woman come forward in Bill Cosby's defense. I haven't heard not one black man come forward in Bill Cosby's defense. I have not heard it. And people are always telling me, know your history. Know your history, know your history. No, you know your history. You know your history. Okay? The next time you want to speak up about Bill Cosby and Russell Simmons, you know your history. They've been accusing these people since day one. And I don't care if you put one black girl in there just to mix things up. A lie is a lie is a lie. And so anyway, good luck to you, Bill Cosby. If you're innocent, I wish you the best of luck, okay? Bill has been in jail for 2 years. He's out in 3, y'all. He's basically done his time, you know? And so I hope that he sees victory. He's looking to overturn the conviction, okay? So they convicted Bill Cosby of sexual assault. He's gonna have to register on some sort of sex offender registry and stuff like that. But if he actually wins this case with the Supreme Court, all of that stuff has to be thrown out and turned over. And I think they'll probably have to pay Bill Cosby. If I'm not mistaken, they're gonna have to pay Bill Cosby for what they put him through. At least in California, I know that's what happens. If they, in the state of California, if you are charged with something and you spend, you know, so much money and you've spent so much time, they are obligated to pay you back what you lost. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said about Justin Bieber, you know, people are accusing these people of doing this stuff, and like, you know, Justin Bieber actually showed you guys the receipts. And so, I don't know, you know, they accused Bill Cosby of something that had taken place, or that was allegedly taking place so long ago. I mean, I don't know what kind of receipts Bill Cosby could have provided for that. You know what I mean? Like, he was up against his accusers. And so, whatever takes place, takes place. Thank you, Camille, for actually coming out and making a statement. It makes a difference as a woman during this Me Too movement, stating your case, saying your piece, and coming out in defense of your husband, of your black husband, might I add.